Hello everyone in Oneness. Thank you so much for watching this video. In this video, I wanted to share a message that came through a client co-creation session, also known as a high vibe heart message over on my website. What comes through in those messages, I gather my clients' guidance teams as well as my own in the vortex of oneness, and whatever comes through is what needs to come through, not only for my client, but what's been coming through a lot more lately is these greater messages that are that are meant to be shared with others to help activate others as well, which is why I'm sharing it here on YouTube. But these messages are messages and knowledge that come forth from my client that resonates with knowledge that I hold within myself, and in our co-creation together, we bring that information forward to be shared. In receiving these messages, it activates for my client, and for those of you who resonate, it activates a flow of more energy. It's showing me, it like uncorks something within you that allows for more flow of whatever it is that you need energetically. In this video and message that came through this client co-creation session, information from the Ashtar Command came through to help offer advice for the 144,000 here on Earth Gaia, and also about information about a shifting from the 144,000 missions from phase 1 into phase 2. So I'm going to read through the message of what came through. The first word that came through when I asked my clients' guides what they wanted to bring forward through their light language was the word resonance. And then I pulled the expression card for my client, and what came through was that resonance is the way that you receive expression from the universe, from the way that you give expression from the self. So when you express high vibration, you receive high vibration. The reality that you receive will always be a vibrational match to the expression that you give. Your reality is responding to your expression of self. So that's connected very much to resonance. The things that you resonate with are things that you are tuning into regarding the expression of yourself and the receival of energy back from the universe, if that makes sense. So they said again, resonance is the way that you receive expression from the universe. It's like when you resonate with something, you are receiving a ping back from the universe saying, hey, this is what you are creating, basically. What came through is, we are Ashtar Command, here with a many-layered cake of individuals and species from around your galaxy and universe. We are all one and work in harmony with the universe. We have opened connection with my client because she is one with us. She is one of the 144,000 on Earth Gaia, while also existing simultaneously with us here in Ashtar Command. My client opens a galactic star incarnation as a Syrian, but exists in oneness and love with her galactic brothers and sisters from across the galaxy and beyond. Ashtar Command is made up of many different beings, and each open a mission specific to their purpose. Ashtar Command opened up a hub, so to speak, where galactic beings could energetically connect with in their desire to work for the greater good of the universe. We are home to beings who work to make the universe a better place, so to speak. But mostly, we go where we are needed. My client is one of Ashtar Command's Syrian star sisters, but works closely with other species, especially the Pleiadians, Lyrians, Arcturians, and Andromedans. We are also home to the 144,000 light beings who have agreed to shift their consciousness into incarnations on Earth Gaia during this great shift of Gaia. So this came through in a past video. I believe I put it on YouTube. If not, I definitely put it on my Patreon page. What had come through in a past client co-creation session, a completely different and separate one, was that the 144,000 are, it's like they are galactic starseeds, so to speak, but more so it's like they have simultaneous galactic lives connected to Ashtar Command. They have transferred, it's like what had come through is they are volunteers of Ashtar Command, working with that Christ consciousness energy, and they volunteered to have their consciousness of them as higher vibrational, higher dimensional beings, have their consciousness transferred into a physical incarnation on Earth Gaia during this time of the Great Shift, so that people could incarnate, or the consciousness of these star beings could incarnate on Earth to help shift the Earth in the greater mission of Ashtar Command and that greater plan that they had to help in the great shift of Gaia. I asked, are all of the 144,000 a shifted consciousness? Does that mean that only their consciousness has shifted? Do they still have their galactic bodies? What came through is yes, their galactic bodies are in suspended animation, so to speak. And I had this vision of this big chamber of all of these beings, of the 144,000, being in a sleep state. What came through is we have the technology to transfer consciousness from one being to the next, even into objects. Consciousness cannot be contained, but it very much feels like it in a physical incarnation, especially a 3D physical incarnation. Our volunteers are fast asleep, but eager to awaken and rejoin their brothers and sisters of light here at Ashtar Command. Many of the 144,000 galactic volunteers are weary from their thick, heavy 3D Earth Gaia missions. We appear today to send a message to our brothers and sisters holding light on Earth Gaia. And the message goes like this: we are with you and never without you. You are experiencing life on Gaia, not in the average way that a human being would experience or has been experiencing life on Gaia. You are a fish out of water, but your mission is greater than water. You have volunteered to incarnate your consciousness on Gaia at this time in order to serve the greater universe. You exist in the warmer waters of oneness, but have dipped into the cold depths of the ocean to retrieve what was lost in the universe, making it found in the eyes of Source, so that the entire universe can open expansion without being held down. You are here to help lift the anchor so that the expansion can take place. So many beings from all around the universe have answered the call of Earth Gaia for help in this shifting ascension process, the birthing into New Earth 5D. And so the 144,000 are playing their role with the Ashtar Command's response to the call. And so this vision of kind of going into the depths of the ocean to sort of retrieve Earth Gaia is basically the mission and what many around the universe are doing during this time. And so what is coming through is like the universe and all of those who have answered the call, including the 144,000, are going fishing. They're fishing for Earth Gaia to bring her back up to the surface into these clearer waters from the depths of that deep, dark ocean, cold waters at the very bottom. What came through next is that most of the 144,000 have awakened to who they truly are and are doing a magnificent job in opening and holding light on your planet. But now it is time for phase 2 of the 144,000's missions. Phase 1 was awakening and remembering who you truly are. Phase 2 is now navigating the narrow hallways of Earth Gaia as an awakened starseed. You know that your home is not Earth Gaia, but that you were sent there to help in the greater transition. When many of you awaken to this knowledge, you open energy of discouragement and you long for your home in the stars. But your journey has only just begun when you complete phase 1 of awakening to who you truly are. Phase 2 is now about opening action and setting up those dominoes to fall. There are many different forces of the universe gathered together in current incarnations to help in the great shift of Gaia at this time. The Earth Gaia's shift does not only fall on the shoulders of the 144,000. There are many great plans in place, but all plans fit into the greatest plan of all. The greatest plan of all being the ascension of Earth Gaia and the evolved expansion of the entire universe. There are energetic light beings in place all over the universe, as this one single event of Earth Gaia, shifting from 3D into 5D, will send ripple waves throughout the entire universe, affecting the entire universe. There is help and assistance everywhere, not only on Earth Gaia, but the entire universe. The missions of the 144,000 is to raise awareness and to open higher vibrational minds to eagerly open new forms of consciousness to flow when it comes to life outside of your planet Gaia. Earth humans must still learn how to embrace life outside of their planet and open their minds to understanding that more exists when they look up from their phones. The universe is full of life, and it is now time for humanity on Earth Gaia to recognize and accept it, not as science fiction, but as universal fact. Finding cells in humans that are not normal, or blood in humans that are not human, opens minds to begin shifting gears. Accepting that humans are not the only intelligent life forms in the universe will be a big challenge to overcome, but one that will be overcome in the near future. This is the role of the 144,000, to open galactic knowledge upon your planet and into the collective consciousness. To open galactic knowledge not in undesirable ways, but in desirable ways that will awaken humanity to the idea that they are part of a greater team that fills the universe with life. The 144,000's final missions before coming home will be to prepare humanity for the involvement with extraterrestrials, our brothers and sisters of the universe in light and love. We come in peace and bring knowledge of your shifting planet and place in the universe. We are together with you in oneness and not separate from you, even though many may look different from you. The 144,000 bring acceptance, tolerance, awareness, and resonance with the star families. Resonance, meaning that star families must open into your awareness to be made perceivable by you, meaning that the 144,000 bring this awareness of life outside of your planet Gaia and how the universe works together in oneness despite the many differences. You as humanity on Gaia are trying to figure out how to coexist together as a single species, let alone how to coexist with you and other species on your planet, such as the birds, the bees, the animals, the oceans, and the rainforests. If you, as a humanity, cannot coexist with each other in knowledge of each other, what makes you think that you would know how to coexist with others not of your species or planet? The 144,000 are here to help humanity acclimate to the idea and awareness of species outside of your planet so that tolerance, acceptance, and awareness can be made. When awareness is made on a greater scale, then it begins to resonate within your energy as a collective. Resonating with the idea of life outside of your planet, not in a humorous or a fearful way, but in a tolerant and accepting and knowing way, allows the resonance to be felt within the entire universe. And to further explain this, I was shown a door that was closed. On one side of the door, there is a human who absolutely loves dogs, but on the other side of the door is a dog who seems very vicious, and it keeps barking, and it looks like it wants to bite your head off. And so with knowing that, the human does not want to open the door because that human would be scared that the dog would bite her. This is kind of in correlation to the resonance of what's going out within the universe. If there is no equal resonance on both sides of the door cannot open. The vision then switches to the human being on one side of the door, that dog-loving human, and on the other side of the door now is, instead of that vicious-looking dog, there is now a dog, a puppy who wants to play and have fun with you. So, of course, now that there is resonance on both sides that are equal, or seemingly equal, sort of equal, the door can now be opened. What came through was yes. Energy has to resonate on both sides of the door for the door to open. For far too long, Earth was sunken into the depths of the deepest, coldest ocean waters. It had no knowledge or no view or way to reach the warmer, clearer waters above. But in receiving of a signal, that signal from Earth Gaia asking for help, Ashtar Command and the 144,000, along with many other beings, vibrations, and energy from around the universe, were sent to help retrieve the anchor of Earth Gaia and bring light to the planet and make them see and open their minds to the warmer, clearer waters above. When all you know is dark and cold, opening to light and warmth is a shock to the system. A person needs to acclimate to the adjustment, or it will be much too harsh. So the adjustment has been a slow and steady acclimation over the past many years. It is opening up more and more as the 144,000 awaken to who they truly are and begin stepping into phase 2 of their missions. Phase 2 is pulling off the blindfolds and strengthening the level of acceptance and tolerance when it comes to beings and life outside of your planet. Opening to and adjusting to life on Gaia is also part of phase 2 as you begin stepping more and more into who you truly are and sharing the galactic knowledge that you hold. Resonance is a powerful thing, and manifestation works in the same way. When you desire something but hold resistance to it, it cannot step through that door, let alone open the door. The same thing goes for opening your minds to life outside of your planet. Many of you desire disclosure, but yet many of you also hold layers and layers of energies of fear, doubt, resistance, and disbelief to that very thing that you desire. So here we're talking about a collective scale. So majority of the collective, because opening up to other galactic beings, opening up to disclosure has to take place on a collective scale. So if most of the collective holds this energy of fear, doubt, resistance, and disbelief, most of them having that unknowingness, they don't know, it's not in their awareness that there is beings outside of this planet. And so that puts them into the category of disbelief, basically. So it's like, as long as there are more people in that energy of disbelief, then there isn't equal resonance for that door to open. And so a very strong mission of the 144,000 is to help bring awareness of life outside of this planet so that people can begin shifting from fear, doubt, resistance, and disbelief into something a little bit more open-minded. Being open-minded to things existing outside of this planet will help to bring that resonance back up into alignment with each other so that the door can open for possible disclosure in the future. What came through is you are stepping into a phase of your ascension where disclosure is possible. As your vibration rises, it makes it easier to open communication and even physical contact with your galactic brothers and sisters in light. But your energy of resonance with your galactic brothers and sisters in light must also be there for a strong connection to be made in the next phase of Gaia's birthing into New Earth 5D. Your galactic brothers and sisters will assist in much stronger and finally physical ways in the ascension and birthing of Gaia into 5D. You as humanity cannot do it alone, and assisting energetically from the sidelines, as many beings and energies of the universe have been doing, cannot necessarily go much farther. It's time for all players to get into the game. Disclosure is slowly happening, and in opening hearts is the first step towards opening more acceptance and awareness and tolerance to things that exist seemingly outside of you, or things that exist that are different from you. Humanity on your planet is strongly shifting in the heart space at this current moment and releasing all of that stuff from the heart space. And with the shifting and bubbling of energy in the heart space comes the releasing of many, many, many energetic blockages and darkness that have been hibernating in the depths and corners of the heart for many, many, many lifetimes. This is the energy rising on your planet within your collective, but only in order to be released. Do not hang on to it. Release it and let it go. As the energy of the shadowy heart lifts, then an open heart can strengthen in the energy of unconditional love, acceptance, tolerance, and peace when it comes to so many things that are seemingly outside or different from you. And then a message from the Syrians came forward to be offered to my client. And what they said was, "Rise, sister, rise. The energy of who you truly are is activating deep within you." And I had a vision of a volcano almost erupting. It was like bubbling, getting ready to erupt. And this is the same message for many of you out there who are resonating with this message. You are opening to your full bloom, a cohesive connection between you as Gaia's child and you as a galactic child of the stars. So basically what they're saying is you are coming to a point in where you are ready to rise and activate who you truly are. You are meeting and merging two aspects of you as a child of Gaia, incarnated in this moment, here and now, as well as you as a child of the stars, a galactic child of the stars, having an experience as well simultaneously as a light being, as a star being. And that's what needed to come through for this message for those of you who resonate with this and who resonate with being starseeds and part of the 144,000. And we wish you the best of luck as you open into the energy of phase 2 on your journey. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I do want to thank my client for opening this co-creation process and allowing me to share this information. Together with you in oneness, I am Jessica Delmar. Oneness and love be with you.